Hello everyone, you're watching Jana FX, and in this video I'll share with you the results of our trading this week, also with new strategy and my strategy combined, and a quick overview of gold for the coming week. So right now you see guys, that's the results is 5,600, but we still have floating, which is 1,800. So the total, if I would close the floatings, would be about $3,800 this week. This is combined strategy with mine and the new one. So the signals I was sending this week, they all closed out with profits. We had some losing trades, but they were recovered. So this result is with the new strategy together, my strategy and the new one. Okay, so you wouldn't have the same result because I'm still testing that new way of trading, and I want to see what we will have, what kind of drawdown and results we will have, because this is the big account and I'm using starting lot size is not 0.1, and now I want to show you the cent account where I'm using only this new strategy, not combined with mine. And as you can see right now, here is floating 779. You know that I usually wouldn't leave any floatings, but I just want to see, this is a pure new strategy, and actually it's made $1,168. So if I would also close it at the end of the week, the profit still would be about $380. So this is starting lot size is 0.01. okay, so pretty much the same result, right, with the differences of the bigger lot on the other account and using combined strategy. On this one is only using one strategy, and result is $380. I decided not to close the floatings because I want to see, you see, with this strategy lots of open, and basically it needs a correction of gold to close out the trades, because there's a lot of buys, and I want to see how bad it's going to be if it will continue to fall further. Okay, so then we will see, because this moment the drawdown is around 9%, which is with the previous my trades I had, as remember I was telling you. So I will make a video at the end of this month, but it's still going to be combined with my strategy. But next month, March, on the cent account, I'm only going to use the new strategy. So I just want to see how it's going to perform and what the drawdown will be, and then if everything is alright, could possibly share with you guys the signals, okay, for it. You would be able to copy it, so not manually, but copy it for one of the social sites, social trading sites. But first, like I'm telling you, I do really want to test it a bit more, because only a bit of the February is not enough to see. Is still a small period of time. So I hope that we will see a bit more in March, more scenarios of what's going to happen with gold, and how this new strategy would perform. But at this moment, they're doing not too bad, they're doing quite well. Okay, so I'm going back to my main account, so we will see the what they expect possibly this week. So let's see a bit bigger picture here, and so I'm going to show on a 4-hour time frame, because if you follow my signals, you do know that it doesn't really matter which way the market goes, right? And that's why it's really not that important. I'm placing orders both directions usually. So in the main picture, from previous week, right? So we had that move, and I was saying I'm still bearish with gold, and expectation here was we either would continue to fall or we might go for a bit more correction. So we see enough, and correction didn't happen. It had enough previously, which I was telling you at 38 I would have expected correction, but you see it wasn't as big, so it was just a little bit of correction, and then it just continued to fall again. To be honest, my expectation was that it will fall a little bit further to about 1,800. It's more like psychological number, but decided to stop a little bit higher. So then we will see from here, as usual, with the opening of the market, what to expect next, and where we'll be placing orders. At this moment, I can't say anything, so let's see on a bit smaller time frame. We do have a little bit of here consolidation, and quite possible maybe create. You see, we have enough distance to back to one level, and we have enough distance from here to continue. So possibly I will be using this area to place my orders, but once again at this moment it's really hard to say, because we need the opening of the market to see if it's not going to have any gaps, or whatever. It will continue a little bit in that range, so then I will be placing my orders. As you can see, guys, that would be starting point. So that's pretty much it with this. What expectations? Still, we will have some news this week for American dollar, and I would still expect it continue to fall. Yes, possibly could be a little bit of correction again, but the news can change the picture, so we will see what we can do. So at this moment it was starting to looking like a little bit of movement in this channel, but you see now it came out, and yes, possibly it could go back to it and then continue the way down again, right? Or maybe another scenario, it can go back in and still go for the correction. So that's all going to be depending on the news. Okay, so the news, and the main news we will have the week after. Yeah, at this moment that's how I see it. So from here, the first starting point, and we will see if it will go up, would be good position there. If it will continue to 1,800, of course, if it will go just to 1,800, expectation that it could have reverse from that, or we still have a 50 as a Fibonacci, right? So that's where it could be having from there a good correction back up, right? So maybe it will ignore 1,800, go straight to 50, which is plus minus again, right? Fibonacci levels that could be plus minus using the wicks, not or just bodies of the candles, but roughly, let's say 70, 90, it could be 70, 80 range, something like that. So in this, roughly in this area, right? So that's quite possible. My expectation go down, and then from that finally a correction, but I'm not excluding again the 61 still can go down there, but quite possibly for the next week, not this week which is coming, maybe next week, because more important news will be there, and before that still will be those news for American dollar, and that's could be still pushing a little bit down, and then finally it will start to have a bit better correction, might go for a bit better correction. So you see we still have this areas, because Fibonacci 50, 61 are more stronger areas, levels usually in Fibonacci, where markets have quite big dramatic reverses. Okay, so that's why this is the areas, the possibility of going, and then who knows what they will be telling, because of course they all on the main concentration on the economical numbers and what they're going to tell us with the interest rates. Okay, interest rates. So if they are holding the inflation at this moment, the good numbers, the good at this moment, but they're saying they're still not sure if they hold with the inflation, right? So if they can have a control of the inflation. So if they will be sure they control it, then they will be talking about slowing down with the interest rates, obviously, and then gold should start it to fly up again. So that's kind of, at this moment it's not happening, so that's why I would see, in my view, the gold will continue to 50 or 61 before it will have the good reverse. So, or maybe it will still continue down, because like I'm saying, that would be the, all depends on those news, and unless of course there is something else unusual. But that's kind of the picture, and plan as usual to look for those areas, placing the pending orders, and also we will see how this new strategy performs, because it's doing quite well, but not you see, because it's an averaging, it's a bit martingale, it needs those reverses, but I want to see really if it's going to have a big move one direction. That's usually is dangerous with this type of strategies to trade. Well, that's it guys for now. So just gave you a little bit of overview again. So if you want to continue following my results of trading with my strategy, with the new strategy and all the signals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the free Telegram channel, Jana FX. All the links you can find in the description under this video. So happy trading, everyone, and have a nice weekend. See you in my next video. Bye, everyone.